What's up, world?
What it do?
Back again with another tent talk.
And today,
The topic is worried sick.
worried sick.
How many people have worried themselves sick? You know, literally was thinking something, had a perception of something so strong that it changed your physical body, you know? Made your stomach hurt or made you nervous, even on like just a simple surface level. Ever been nervous? Had to maybe speak in front of the class, something like that, and your stomach you literally worrying yourself sick.
Yes. The anxiety, the stress.
Yes.
Yes. And,
So, be free. Let your mind be free. Your belief system, trust. This is like the remedy to being worried. You know, when we're worried, we just don't feel safe. We don't feel free, and we ultimately don't trust. We don't have this level of faith that allows us to be like, hey, I'm doing my best, putting my best out, and whatever shall happen is what's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's God's will, everything's perfect. So, trust.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry at all. Have as much control as you can over that stress, because a lot of things are going to happen, a lot of things are going to change, a lot of things happen in life, and you do have to be able to just acclimate yourself so that you're not, like sick, like literally completely sick, completely in an anxiety attack or, because of something that happened, and things are always going to happen. So it really is just, finding the best ways to not react, not get emotionally disturbed, and in turn your mind won't be stressed, your body won't be stressed, your emotions won't be out of whack, if you are able to control it in a sense, and it does take time. It even has to take your awareness to know, like, wow, like I'm really creating these things, because our mind is so strong. Like, I really do believe our mind is like the thing of all of this, so it really is like controlling your thoughts in a sense and not letting them go too negatively, not thinking negative all the time, like really maintaining your faith, your trust, your belief, and knowing that like God is here, God is within you, God is working through everything. And if you truly believe that, then like you shouldn't be stressed, you shouldn't be going crazy, because you have a deeper knowingness that everything's all good, you know what I mean? And if not, then everything will be all bad, because you're thinking all bad. Now your reality will completely be distorted, or just made into a very, very bad sense, because you're thinking bad, and because you're pulsing this, you're radiating this frequency, of negativity. You can only get back negativity, So it really is just like, thinking, having more faith in yourself, having more faith in the world, having more faith that God is always right there with you,
Yeah, And if the word God doesn't get you, or the universe, or faith, or all that, really just believe in yourself. Like she's saying, I truly have seen from experience that my thoughts create my reality, like to how I feel, to actually what I'm seeing, to what my subconscious is doing. And I think of my subconscious as the people that's outside
reflecting
of me,
you.
right? So, yeah, man, you gotta really keep control. It kind of goes back to our last talk about discipline. Like, even to apply the discipline to the mental realm.
Yes.
Like what you're thinking, like it does become an exercise, an everyday practice, because I remember when I wasn't thinking right, like I see somebody walking down the street, and you automatically just think that they're up to something, but it's like, who's really up to something?
Exactly.
Like, why am I being so distrustful? Why did I take a moment of my beautiful day to even worry about what someone was going to do to me, harm me? So then you got to start going internally and just start seeing, well, what's really inside of me that even makes me see the world through this lens. So it's all about just that self-work of feeling safe. When you feel safe, then it's easier to trust. It's easier to have faith.
It's true. And then it's easier just to have a more beautiful reality, because you truly believe that. So that's what you're seeing. Like, that's all you can see, And that was me all my life. Like, all my life I felt safe, All my life I felt safe. Like, things would happen, though, but it's just like, just going back to that safety, going back to not worrying, because when we worry, we feel like Like, we can feel that. We can feel that going through our being. Like, it really is changing us internally, and it's doing something physically to us, you know, and spiritually, you know. When you worry sick, every spirit that's coming through is crazy, you know. So it's like, yeah.
And that's
controlling
stress.
that so that your reality reflects it as well.
My father, yeah, them stress hormones, like when them get to dropping, like it's designed to perk us up, to keep us like to just freeze everything for a second, so our awareness can just like localize on whatever's supposed to be like scaring us. Like that's the real purpose of like a stress hormone. In case we got to get out of a tight situation, the muscles need to, you know, tighten
Fight
up
or
real
flight.
quick. All the blood needs to go, and like your adrenaline, your adrenal glands start to drop these hormones. You know, these stress hormones. You know, the cortisols, all this stuff. Like, and what it does is it stops your cells from growing. Your cells stop for a second. So that's cool if you need to run from a jaguar right quick, right? My cells can stop for that second so I can survive. It's like this fighter or flight type mentality, right? That the body is programmed to have. But what happens if this stress hormone is dripping all day? What if you just woke up, the sun just rose, stress hormone dripping? What if soon as the kids wake up, stress hormone dripping? What if when you got to work, stress hormones dripping? When you was on your lunch break, stress hormone dripping. You know, you got back home.
And that's the problem. Yeah,
For real, like think about all day, every day, like the way that you're thinking and how it's literally having a physical effect on your being. And then you say, damn, my throat hurts, I don't feel good, but you've been like attacking yourself all day
Yeah.
or for years, maybe decades, you know what I'm saying? And this adds so much stress to the body. It creates an acidic environment, and now here we come. Now we're susceptible to
Now you're worried sick.
disease. Now we're susceptible to false propaganda. Our mind's not strong because our body's not strong because we're not feeling strong. So I'm just trying to tell you, we're trying to tell you that like the real like your secret weapon is just like love and trust. And like on a practical level, soon as you feel that worry, soon as you feel that fear, say no. No, I'm going to think different. I'm going to take this moment to not go into all the what could go wrongs and just trust that everything is going to work out. Because it always ultimately does, right? If you're here watching this video, everything has always worked out because you're here breathing. You're here living. So, you know.
Yeah, and I think what you just touched on was more so like, why are we worried sick? It's because like we're in a constant state of survival, you know, and it's kind of set up in that way, you know, like you do have to do so much to survive, like you do have to worry about so many bills and so many things, but that's also because what we've adapted, like this neediness that we've come to, you know what I mean? It is just like being less needy, you know, so you can let go of more, you know, less needy, you can let go of more, and you have less stress, you know. But
less worries.
Yeah, less worries. You're not sick. You're not worry sick because you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yep.
Like, I might got 1-2 bills, you know, like I'm good, you know, or whatever. Like, just really, like you say, no matter what's really going on, even if you are under the table, under all these bills, like knowing like it's all gonna work out, because if you don't feel that way, then yeah, you're just gonna be stressed for a very long time until, like you say, you're sick. And yeah, like how hard is that to reverse when you're in a constant state of survival? Like you should be really way more relaxed. Life should be way more relaxed. And, you know, and you shouldn't be sick. You should have a very healthy life. We should be able to live in all these years and not have all these issues happening. We should not be passing out in midday because we were so fucking stressed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, not just giving the day to rest or whatever it is. Like completely exhausted. Like mind's exhausted. It literally just taps out and boom. You're collapsed. You're done because your mind is worried. You know,
because you was so stressed, and like I said, you was stopping your cells. You didn't allow any oxygen to even flow to your brain all day. So you know, sometimes just take a break. Like especially when it's starting to feel too heavy. Like you know when it's feeling too heavy. Like just breathe deeply. Like you know, exactly.
because I'm like, we can get stressed about not even our own things. That's what the most hilarious thing about it. Like
watching the news.
When we're so caught up, we're stressed out about things that we're literally not even like directly affected by. And that's why it's like we're just getting way too far into the mind. Like we're going so far into the mind and creating all these images and all these things that really aren't good for us. So it's like backtrack, come back to the present, and know that right now you're alive, you're breathing, as you say, and you're good. You know what I mean? And yeah, just always come back to that peace, y'all. Because if not, then yeah, you're gonna constantly face sickness.
And do what you gotta do to be happy. Like, put yourself in a position where you can enjoy life. If that's downgrading, you know, so you can have a little more money instead of everything going towards
Yes.
your cost of living, like, then do that.
Yeah.
Like, what in our reality makes us feel like we gotta keep
Have
up so much? You know, like, everything that comes out, we gotta have. And if we don't have it, then we're not worthy, you know? But it's like, you're going to do that so you're in so much debt, which makes you worry, right? Because you never feel free. But that's how the system is designed, to keep dangling this thing in front of you. So then you just keep chasing it until you're just worried sick.
You're still worried sick. You're
know?
retired, and you're still sick and worried.
Exactly.
And, like, it's just not helpful. It's not helpful in any way. And so it is, like,
Changing that mentality.
changing your mentality
Yep.
more than anything, because you can't just up and move every time something happens. You need to, like, move your blocks in here, move your
Yeah.
mind so that like, you can be at peace no matter what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, start feeling free, man, for real. Ultimately, how you perceive the world is what's going to create your reality. Because you could be like, man, like, there's no way out. But if you look and said, you know what? This job is just not for me. It's stressing me out. I don't feel good every time I come in this place. And I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills if I leave this job, but I know I have to leave this job because it's not for me. When you make those type of decisions where you were so afraid to
Leap
do
of
it,
faith.
but you leaped anyway into that faith, I guarantee you the universe is going to open something up.
Yeah.
The moment you quit, you got a phone call about a job you didn't even apply for.
Exactly.
How weird is life sometimes?
God did it for you.
You know, Miss Harris, we want you in, making double the pay.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, life is so magical when you
It
allow
is.
it to be.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing that keeps it so fixed is your own mind, your own perception about
Yeah.
what's possible.
Amen. Because that's it. Because that's the power of manifesting too. Like, that's how you get to experience the miracles and see, like, oh wow, like, you're like, wow, this just happened. It's just because, like, yeah, I really trust it. It's like, yeah, that's actually what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're
Yep.
supposed to believe and trust that you can have whatever you want to have, and you don't have to live with stress. And, like, as long as you believe that, then you can have that. If you don't believe you can have that, then yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, I have to pay these bills. I have to work crazy, and I have to whatever you gotta do, and go ahead, do what you gotta do. But I hope you're at peace with that. I hope you're at peace with the chaos. You know what I mean? But
You don't talk bad about the chaos when you're the one on the rat
yeah,
rat
'cause you
wheel.
can slow down.
When you're
and-
moving it. You're moving it. You know, talking about the world, but you could slow down.
You can
at
jump
any
off
moment.
that, take that leap off that wheel,
And
you
then
know?
watch how the world slows down with you. You know, we really do create this thing. Like,
Yes.
we do make the rules.
Yes.
And some of you might not feel this powerful yet, but I'm just telling you, like, you're
But
the
it's
creator.
that powerful. You're the creator with your mind. Whatever you think is what's going to happen. So please use your mind to create good realities, so we can all have a shared great reality. You know what I mean?
And the most basic example of this superpower is when you're thinking about someone and your phone rings. You know what I'm saying? Or you were like, oh, I was just about to, and then you pop up. It's like you're unconsciously creating your reality. But if you knew, like, you know what? I'm thinking about somebody. I hope they get this message. Know that they got the message. Know that the
They
moment you
thinking
thought
about you
about
too.
them, they're thinking about
It
you.
was not a coincidence.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to use this example to say how the mind is so powerful.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
So
And it-
think and use anything. You
It
know,
is,
think
yeah.
peace into your life. Think
Think
happiness
peace.
into your life.
Because
think
if-
good relationships. Think good health. Go ahead, baby.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, because when you're seeing destruction, it's because you're creating that destruction in your mind. You're creating all of that, like, and I
Yeah.
hate to say that, but it's the truth. Like you say, even subconsciously, like, if you're thinking bad thoughts, like, come on now, that's what you gonna see. If you talking bad, like, that's what's gonna be around you. You know, the more you lift yourself up and be like, I ain't thinking like that, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Then yeah, you're not gonna see that anymore. Like, seriously, it's I got chills. It's just a beautiful thing. It's like the real, I don't know. It's the real God in you. You
Yeah.
know, you have the power.
And it's a system that feeds off each other. It's like this biofeedback loop. Like, how you feeling also influences how you're thinking, and how you're thinking influences how you're feeling. So, you know, you
Yes.
really have to, like I say, do that internal work to love yourself again, to remember that you're worthy,
Yeah.
to remember that you're deserving
Treat
of
yourself.
all these things. Because once you are on that program and like that type of time,
Yeah.
you can only attract people that love you the way you love you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's real.
you got a shitty job. It's probably because you're the one that's going to that shitty
You
job
settling.
every day. You're saying
You
that
gotta
this is all I'm worth.
You got a shitty relationship, you
For
settling.
the next 30 years, I'm going to work this job because it pays the bills. But that's all you're saying that you're worth. So that's all the universe is going to give you. It's no like good people, bad people, and God's just choosing who gets his blessings. It's like we all got the same equal opportunity to get these blessings.
Yeah.
No matter what systematic system you're in. It's all about this system, your
God,
mind. Like,
yeah.
so think yourself into a better reality. Like, think yourself into more prosperity. Think yourself, feel yourself into abundance. Like,
And do those things. Do things that are going to make you feel abundant, feel worthy, feel deserving. Treat yourself well. Treat others well because that is a reflection of yourself.
yep. Take those opportunities. Like, as you start to feel better, as you start to wake up in the morning and say, I'm beautiful. Fuck how I felt yesterday when I was saying, this needed to change,
like
that needs to
that.
change. No, you looked in the mirror and you said,
look
I feel good, I am good, I'm worthy of love, and you stepped out in that day. Now, when you held that type of frequency, all type of opportunities are going to start popping up.
Like, oh, you look
Hey,
good.
you want to go to the Holy Haven for a Costa Rican retreat? Hey, you want to do this, you want to do that? All these things that your heart's been yearning for. So now, only you can choose it. Now, universe gave it to you. All these opportunities, right? You see all these things. We're interconnected. You
you're
see the whole
worthy.
world and all the possibilities. Now, you got to step into that opportunity. You got to take that leap of faith.
Yeah, become God.
This is the real work. So I'm just saying, like, we can tell you to feel good. Opportunities are going to come, but you also have to take them. People can't take them for you. So don't be afraid when something new presents itself, when the unknown is right in front of you. That is where your gift lies. I promise you.
Trust in the unknown. It's your safety.
Yeah. We dropped all the jewels on you today.
Get them snaps.
Yes.
Appreciate you for listening.
So much. I love these 10 talks. I really hope that they are inspiring someone, helping somebody get through their day. They definitely help us,
Yes, remember our power and the power of all of us is real.
Yep.
It's been real.
Quick commercial. The Holy Haven is always doing donation-based retreats.
Yes.
We chose this life, but we love to share it. We love to allow you to see another piece of reality, another piece of yourself. So if you want to enjoy that or experience that, feel free to reach out. Send us a message, schedule that retreat.
Yes.
And don't forget, we got the 3rd annual Freak Fest happening this year, December 23rd, baby. Costa Rica. Come on out to the Freak Fest if you're feeling freaky. You know what I mean? And we're going to have some live performances, some fun, all of that. So I'm just telling you early so you can maybe get your plane ticket, make your arrangements, whatever you got to do. But I wouldn't miss this one if I was you. Just wouldn't.
It's going to be great.
All right.
But we'll talk to you again soon.
Yep. That's all, world.
Real deep in the jungle, real deep in the jungle, real deep in the jungle.